Hello everyone. Today we'll be looking at conditional programming, and conditional statement really matters a lot in our day-to-day life for programmers, and it's really crucial. So up here, to understand conditional flow, I have initialized two variables. One is item 1 and the second one is item 2, and I'm taking values from the users. So my plan is to actually see or write a program where the computer will ask for two items or two prices, and I'll be giving them two items prices, and it will process it and tell me which one is expensive than the other. So let's run this part of the code. So let's make item 1 to be $500, item 2 to be $250. And now let's check it out how our conditional programming is working, like conditional flow is working. So if item 1 is bigger or greater than item 2, then item 1 is more expensive. Else if, or elif, item 2 is bigger than item 1, then this part of the code should run. This small indentation is quite crucial in Python language. Python is very strong and a lot more upgraded language, but as you can see, it's quite like it finds it really difficult to actually even deal with any kind of small white spaces. The block of code actually matters. So, and the else is we are also making sure that both of the items are equal. So what if other items are not equal, if both of the items are equal and we do not handle this situation? So in small words, I would say, like, while coding or while trying to solve a computing science problem, our main job is to actually find out how many possibilities are there, how many possible ways we can actually deal with things, or what the user is going to give an input, or what are we expecting, how many possibilities are there. And if we are unable to determine some of their possibilities, that's when the bug starts to show up. So those are actually bugs that we didn't take into account while developing the app, that there can be a possibility that both of the items might be of the same value. So let's run this part of the code. And as we can see, that as expected, item 1 is more expensive than item 2. So this part of the code ran. The reason why, actually item 1 is greater than item 2. That's true. So let's look at some of the more real life scenarios. So we have a college system and we have saved your password. The password is hello Python. And the email address is jarvis@gmail.com. These are saved. So let's label them using the comment saved credentials. Credentials. And it will take an input from us and give us an output. It will take input for both password and email address, and then we'll check it out whether it matches or not. So let's give it a try. So it's asking for a password. So let's give the correct password for now. And let's give the correct email address, which is jarvis@gmail.com. So these are identical, I think. So right now, let's do the first block of code. So the first block of code, what it is doing is the first if statement is checking whether the password is same or not. The second if statement is checking whether email address is matched or not. Or else we're going to say if none of them matches, we're going to say nothing matched. It's a vague program. It's full of bugs, but still, let's give it a try. It says both of them matched. That's perfect. That's what we wanted, right? But let's make it a bit more like life, in real life scenario, a reality program, a bit more, one step at a time. So rather than writing this whole lines of code in separate blocks, why don't we actually make it using our unary or binary supports which is being provided by Python and other languages as well to actually compact it using and if. I'm not sure that you guys are aware of and, or also known as and, or, which is also known as right up here, which is in C++. So these are these are like binary operators, which is quite crucial. So you should be learning about this in discrete mathematics. My goodness, that was some kind of a course. But let's get back to what we are doing right now. Let's make our day not as much difficult as possible. Let's make it as much easy as possible. So up here, what we are doing is if saved password is equal to input password, the same on this line. The same thing what we're doing up here is we are checking the email addresses like this. But the way this AND is working, it is making sure that if password, saved password and input password is equal, which is true, and saved email and input email is equal, which is true. If both of these conditions are true, then only this line of code will get executed, or else it will be pushed to else statement, which is login rejected. So let's see how does it work. It says login accepted. Do you want to give it a try to see that how if we change the let's keep the password same and let's change the email address a bit. So in place of Jarvis, let's say gl.com. So let's see whether this one matches or not. Like let's see the first block of code what we tested before. It says nothing matched. The else statement still ran, and password matched, but it didn't say email matched. You can see it's pretty different up here. So it ran through both of the conditions and said that okay, the password matched, but the email didn't match, so we are gonna also say nothing matched. That like it's predictable. So let's see what this one does. According to my analysis, it should say login rejected. So let's give it a try. So login rejected, but it's of no help, right? So there is no way we could not let the user know that your password is wrong or your email address is wrong, right? So let's see if this part of the block actually helps the user or not. Let's give it a try. So login rejected, check your email. So it's a bit more useful, right? So what we are doing up here is we are checking if saved password and input password or saved email and input email are same or not. If we find both of them are good, we can just say login accepted, else login rejected. Also, we are checking whether the password is the password not equal to input password. So whenever we are saying equal, whenever you see that we say equal, we are saying that whether 5 is equal to 5, the answer is true. Whereas whenever I say 5 is not equal to 5, the answer is false. So let's see what it's doing right now. So if saved password is not equal to input password, check your password. So it's false. It's saying that it's false, that they are not equal. They're actually equal. And saved email is not equal to input email. So it's saying that, yeah, this one got true because they are not equal. The saved email is jarvis@gmail.com, whereas the input email was jarvis@gl.com, which is a lot different. And this one became true. And that's why it says that, okay, there is the error. and this one got executed. I hope this conditional flow was helpful. It's kind of a very big chapters. I tried to minimize it as much as possible to help you guys out. See you in the next video.